The Texas Werewolf, Episode 5, The Transformation.
I'm not in right now, but please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Hi, Elsa. I'm still trying to get hold of you. Call me back. I hope everything's okay. I'm worried I haven't heard from you in...
Voicemail is full. Voicemail is full. Voicemail is full. Nice doggy. Sit. Sit. Stay. Help. Somebody help.
Fanshaw, have you got everything in place?
Oh yes, not gonna get away this time.
Well, hadn't you better get on with it then?
Can't we wait another minute? I'm enjoying this. She's a game girl, you know.
No. Get a move on.
Never have any fun. Now, grab him. Keep going. Don't let him get away. That's it. You got him. Get the chains on him. Don't let him bite you. You got him. That's it. You got him. Shift him over to the cage. Excellent. Well done.
Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Yes, it was. You weren't facing that thing's snapping jaws. It was horrible.
It's all relative, dear.
What took you so long to get here?
Fanshaw, the darling, he wanted to see if his wolfbane deterrent would work. But it didn't.
Well, glad you felt you had the time to experiment.
You're just feeling a bit tense. It's been quite an evening.
Bit tense? You have me tied to a chair in the woods waiting for Wolf Boy to pounce on me, and you think I'm a bit tense?
Now, no need to get all churlish.
Just get me out of these ropes. What do you mean,
Obviously, we can't release you yet. We don't want you running off with your story to the press and what have you.
I won't tell anyone.
I know you won't. Boys, take her away.
Ouch! This is so undignified. Thanks, guys. That was really helpful. I'll be sure to call you next time I want to be hurled to the ground.
Don't be so difficult. It could be much worse for you.
I have been kidnapped, half-fed to animals, and thrown on the floor of a cabin by two masked idiots. How much worse could it get?
Much worse.
Oh?
So, will you be quiet now?
Okay. So what makes you do it?
Do what?
The whole witch thing.
The witch thing, as you so prosaically put it, is part of our heritage as a community, honoring our past and honoring the gods that elevate us. We have the ability, the skill of the cunning craft. So why not use it?
That sounds almost reasonable.
It is reasonable. We are ordinary people like everyone else. We just have more abilities than most people.
Yeah, but you have to hide at the best of times and then fret about the public finding out about you when things go wrong, like Wolf Boy out there.
Yeah, well, it's the nature of the gift. Liberty and openness are the price you must pay for our craft, and I'd gladly pay it. Now shut up.
What happens now?
We wait.
Wait for what?
To see if the reversing potion's going to work. Fanshaw has been working on a new variant, and we are hopeful this time it will create a more permanent change back for our poor Josiah.
And if it doesn't work?
Well, let's just be hopeful, shall we? The alternatives are less satisfactory for all of us.
If it works, are you going to let me go?
Of course, there's no advantage to having you disappear then. It just adds risk. If Josiah returns to normality, then there is no proof of anything other than your overactive imagination. Farmers and librarians is all we are. Who's going to believe a journalist trying to make a story from thin air?
Yeah, I see your point. And if it fails?
Oh, that's a different matter. That kind of leaves us with a more awkward situation all the way around. We'd still be left with a hungry part wild animal and a nosy reporter that has no place in these woods. I'm sure you can see some solutions in that scenario for yourself.
And that's the whole story since we last spoke. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah. So let me get this right. you ended up as werewolf bait. The trap worked and the potion worked. So they just let you go?
Right. Dropped me off at the roadside by the Greyhound stop with a one-way ticket to New York City and told me not to come back, ever. When I got back home, my car was outside my block, keys through my letterbox. They were letting me know they know where I live. It's pretty spooky, huh?
Very spooky. What did they do with you before dropping you off?
They just kept me in the attic room of the farmhouse for 3 days. They fed me pretty well and gave me a book to read. That was it. It wasn't 5-star hospitality, but it was gracious. They could have starved me or worse. At the end of it, Phyllis gave me a fire and brimstone lecture on keeping my mouth shut and booted me out. The end.
So much for nothing happening in your quiet life.
Well, quiet's the way I like it now.
What did the wolf thing look like?
Like a wolf.
So it could have been a wolf.
A large one, yeah. But it was Josiah. It had his same squint.
The werewolf had a squint?
You don't believe me?
Sure, I believe you. But how do we make a broadcast about a supernatural wolf that might be a regular wolf with a squint? No pictures, no recordings, no video, not even the odd footprint or clipping of hair. Nothing.
I know. I guess that's why they released me. They knew anything I said would sound too ridiculous. They've been hiding out there for the past 400 years, so they've learned to look after themselves pretty well in that time.
We could always go back and...
I think I'll leave that one for now, thank you.
And they took all the tapes?
Everyone. Left nothing. Not even my notebook. It'll be my word against theirs.
That's so frustrating. It was such a great feature.
It looks like we'll just have to go back to the usual financial chat and roaming U.S. news reports.
Now about that, any chance of getting up to Niagara Falls?
In The Texas Werewolf, Elsa was played by Melissa Conti. Peter was played by Keith Hayes. Edith was played by Denise Keena-Ross. Fanshaw was played by Lane Denney. Josiah Bates was played by Lane Denney. Phyllis was played by Martha Walters. Brandon was played by Stephen Catlin. Written by Mark Brett-Warburton. Produced by Shed to World Communications.